Trish Stratus has always shown her flexibility over the years and is now parlaying that over to the big screen with her first feature film, Bounty Hunters.
If the right project came, if the right storyline, if the right thing landed on my desk, which it did, then I would entertain it. And really, this was one of those chances where I thought, you know what, I can showcase some of the things that I learned in the wrestling world to the movie world. And it was just an exciting chance to be. I came on as a producer just to maintain the integrity of the fight scenes, and that's kind of what I kind of babied and went into a producing role on.
Trish was the person I had in mind when I wrote the character for her. And when we brought the script to her, we told her that very much. We needed to have a really strong female character who could pull off the fights and convince people that she could kick butt like she does in the movie. She was the perfect match.
The premise of the film sees Stratus' character, Jules Taylor, a struggling waitress who works with a group of guys on the side as bail enforcement officers. The crew faces a night of chaos en route to their biggest payday yet. And did we mention there's a ton of fighting along the way?
I'm always interested in exploring new fighting arts. So when I got the chance to really, he was like, we're going to do something called Krav Maga. Are you familiar with it? And I wasn't. And so the opportunity to go learn it and really just execute a new fight style was exciting to me. And the really cool thing is that the fight choreographer, he was like, I want everyone to have specific styles. And he was really cool about maintaining that integrity. So it's kind of something that we did in wrestling. And I know I keep bringing it back, but really Fit Finley did that with the girls. He said, you know, each you guys have a particular style. Let's preserve that. And that's something that we did. And I think Andrea came from martial arts background. She's my nemesis. I had the Krav Maga. So together we combined. It was like this neat dynamic.
Stratus' rival in the movie, Ruby, is played by Toronto actress and improviser Andrea James Louis, who clicked with Trish right away with her own physical background.
I've been doing karate since I was a teenager, so I've got about 10 years of karate training to begin with anyway. Plus I'm also trained in stage combat. There's a school in Toronto called Rapier Wit. They're the only exclusively stage combat school in Canada, so I've been training with them for a few years as well in unarmed as well as weapons training, so like swords and staffs and that kind of stuff. So I've got a lot of fight training, a little bit of gymnastics training, but that was sort of stuff that I had been doing anyway, so when I actually got cast in the film, it was kind of this huge opportunity where I was like, finally, all this training, I'm going to get to do something to kind of showcase all of that training, because it's a lot of work and no guarantee of return. So
the film has already been released in the US and is now available on both DVD and Blu-ray in Canada through Anchor Bay Entertainment, and unlike wrestling, Stratus has had to await the reaction.
Yeah, it's the whole waiting game. Also, that's one of the things I noticed on set. You know, I'm used to when I do my moves, I get a reaction. You're on set, you do your move, and there's nothing, which is fine. I adapted to that. But I mean, obviously seeing it on the big screen, it's worth the wait, because I've seen myself fight for years, but to see myself fight with sound effects is a whole nother level.